Some see a wrestling match. We see a 6-minute lesson in grit. Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
What?
This means we get to talk to Denise.
Your Indiana Farm Bureau insurance agent helps guide you through the process, so you don't have to go it alone.
Denise!
Hey! Wow!
We were just talking about you. That's so funny.
At Belmont, your career starts in the classroom. With 16 career and technical education programs, we are the home of the biggest collection in Adams and Wells County. From arts to trade to business. We are Belmont. Good at learning, good at life.
Here at Berne Ready Mix, building strong communities is not just something we say. It's something we do. We are proud to be a part of the residential, commercial, industrial, and municipal projects in the communities we serve. Contact us to discuss your next project.
At Moser Motors, we got you covered. From plug-in hybrids to full electric vehicles.
From small trucks to the F-150, all the way up to Super Duties, Moser Motors has got you covered.
From small SUVs to mid-size SUVs, up to large SUVs, Moser Motors has you covered.
And be sure to come in and check out our lineup of Lincolns.
Heavy-duty mechanics trucks with welders, air compressors, and cranes. Dump trucks in every size. You need to move a couple thousand gallons of water? We got the truck. Full commercial shop for your heavy truck service needs. When you think about it, Moser Ford has a vehicle for almost every single application.
For nearly 70 years, Baumgartner attorneys have provided dependable legal services to you, your parents, and your grandparents.
With both Dave and Nick Baumgartner providing legal services, you can be assured that we'll be here for generations to come. Whether your legal needs include estate planning, estate settlements, real estate, corporations, LLCs, or personal injury, we're here to serve you.
So come and visit us in Berne or call 589-3139. Baumgartner Attorneys, legal services for you and your family.
At FM Investment Services, we continue to serve and advise our clients with dedication and experience, and our team includes 2 registered investment professionals. Leif Lickinger, with over 30 years of experience helping clients navigate their financial journeys, and Lori Garwood, bringing more than 25 years of investment expertise to the table. Together, Lee and Lori are committed to helping you achieve your financial goals, and supporting them is Tina Marbaugh, administrative assistant, who has 4.5 years of experience in the investment field. Call us today, 260-368-9939 to schedule your consultation. FM Investment Services, experience you can trust, advice you can count on.
Sharing happiness, displaying confidence, and promoting health. Your smile does a lot for you.
And at Riverstone Dental, we make smiles happen.
Across 2 locations at Riverstone Dental, our compassionate dentists and caring staff provides unparalleled care to patients of all ages. Using the latest technology and procedures, we offer an extensive list of general dentistry services. Whether you're stopping in for your routine cleaning and checkup, or you need restorative care, including implants, crowns, bridges, and more, we'll provide quick, comfortable care. Additionally, we perform orthodontic procedures as well. With traditional metal braces or the convenient Invisalign system, we can help you perfect your beautiful smile. Riverstone Dental. We make smiles happen.
Do you need repairs done on your farm equipment or grain handling equipment? Maybe you need steps or a railing made, livestock gates, or your wife's favorite chair. Ironclad Metalworks is who you need. We specialize in agribusiness welding and fabricating. We have the skills you need to get the job done correctly, from existing equipment repairs to new fabrications. No project is too big or too small. We can do it all. Do you have an idea but can't seem to bring it to life? Stop by and let us help you make your ideas a reality. Come see us at 620 Berne Street in Berne or call 260-525-0471.
Are you sick of working 12-hour shifts and weekends at your current job? Come join our team at Smith Brothers Berne, where we pride ourselves in providing our employees with a family atmosphere, a Monday through Friday work week, and a clean and air-conditioned work environment. Our employees are not required to wear uniforms and can listen to music while they work. Starting wages are $16 to $21 an hour at the end of their first year, with yearly bonus incentives and a competitive benefits package. Apply online at smithbrothersfurniture.com or in person at 356 Monroe Street in Berne.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Bluffton High School here on Witness Media for tonight's IHSAA and ACAC basketball action between the visiting Woodlan Warriors and the Bluffton Tigers. I'm Michael Vanakolk, going to be doing play-by-play tonight, joined once again by Kevin Mosier. Kevin, how you doing tonight?
Doing good, Mike. How about yourself?
Oh, doing well. I mean, just ACAC basketball, I know something that means a lot to you and I both. Don't know if it really gets much better than that. But then we look at next week, and you got the ACAC tournament.
That's right. That's the bonanza of ACAC.
But with this one here tonight, Woodlan's coming into this contest 5-7 on the season. Bluffton going to be 7-2. Looking at the ACAC standings a little bit, the Tigers sit atop with the Adams Central Flying Jets, both of them at 2-0. Adams Central is actually 2-6 on the season, so both of their wins being ones that kind of matter the most.
Yeah, it's interesting to see. I think they AC beat Woodland by 2, was it? I think it was a close game that they had between the Warriors. But yeah, I mean, you got to feel good to be at top of the conference. You obviously haven't played some of those heavier teams yet, but Heritage, AC, and you can almost say South Adams is part of that, just because they gave you a good test that first game for them. But, I think we're going to be in for a good game tonight. Woodland is down quite a bit from last year being the ACAC regular season and tournament champs. Yeah, outright. So, they're going to miss Yoder and Adams, and they had another guard that they graduated that was a great player. But they returned Jackaway, Delagrange, and Klepper. Those last names look familiar to me. Role players, but definitely looking to step into a bigger role this year. So Bluffton will need to be having those guys in check to not let them pop off here in the opening frame.
And I think Kean Delagrange is the one who kind of stood out to me last year as being a guy who came into the season a little bit of an unknown. But, I mean, he's long. He's definitely, I believe, like 6'6", 6'7", and he's just an athlete. And he was able to use that to just cause fits and disruptions on both ends of the court. And he's just a guy as a junior that can really make a big-time impact in this conference.
Right. Yeah, no, I mean, if you're Bluffton, assume you're going to get pressed. I mean, in my opinion, Bluffton, they have some weaknesses here and there, but the biggest one is lack of ball handling. Not that they don't have good ball handlers, but when put on the situation of, you got two people coming at you, other teams have taken advantage of that. And, Woodland has an assistant coach on their team that looks at stuff like that pretty intricately. Shout out to Coach Bricker there. But, Bluffton's going to need to be prepared to assume that's going to happen here tonight.
Yeah, Coach Bricker, I mean, he was an assistant coach, I believe, middle school coach for you, too.
Yeah, 8th grade, and I think I had him for the AAU 4th and 5th grade, so we got to razz him quite a bit.
Yeah, he was a varsity assistant coach whenever I was at high school as well, and just a guy who's very passionate about basketball, very knowledgeable as well. I know when I look back at our scouting reports against other teams, whenever it was his team, he was just so thorough and intricate with everything. And I know every year I see him coaching against Bluffton. Even when I was coaching middle school girls and his stepdaughter was playing.
Yeah, same passion.
He was calling out our sets from the from the stands.
Yep.
I'm like, come on, coach, like, let me have this one.
Yep.
But like, this is going to be a game that it means a lot to him, and he's going to go probably the extra mile to make sure that the scouting report against Bluffton is as good as possible.
Yeah.
And, I mean, Coach Baker has done a great job with the Warriors as well. And I know he and Coach Baker have been working together for several years, like the entire tenure he's been with Woodlan.
Yeah.
So when you get that type of an assistant coach, I mean, it's going to be tough to beat a team when they're well prepared.
Yeah. No, I mean, we've seen, chemistry on the court, but, what often gets overlooked is the chemistry on the bench as well with the coaching staff. And, yeah, they definitely got a good one there in Woodlan.
Yeah, and I know, again, he came up here talking to us a little bit beforehand. All the love to Coach Bricker. But if I'm going to cheer against him at any point, it's going to be whenever it's against the Bluffton Tigers, that's for sure. But Kevin and I, we are here live on Witness Media during this JV contest. Coming at you a little bit early on. It is 31-8 in favor of the Bluffton Tigers with just under 5 minutes to go. The C team, Bluffton, was victorious in that one, 33-27. So Bluffton looking to get to a 2-0 look here early on this evening, but obviously the big one is the one to come.
Yeah.
But we're here on this Christian Care Retirement Community pregame show. We're going to take a quick break, come back after some words from our sponsors, take a look a little bit about what Bluffton has been doing, what's been working with them so far this season, and what they're going to need to polish up to take down the Woodlan Warriors. We'll be back after words from our sponsors.
Freedom Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Bluffton is where power meets adventure. From Ram trucks built to work to Chryslers built for your family and Jeeps built to explore, we've got it all. Freedom Chrysler Dodge Jeep. Your road starts here.
Mitchell Enterprises Corporation is a trucking and feed sales company located in Bluffton, Indiana. Owner Luke Bright is a lifetime resident of Adams County and proudly sells a variety of show feeds and supplements. Sunglow and Linder show feeds are the most popular among other supplements and livestock care that they stock daily. Mitchell Enterprises would be happy to help with any of your feed needs and are always looking to hire CDL drivers in the area. Contact Luke and his team at 260-353-1050 or check them out at mitchellenterprises.com.
Any brand, any color. You break it, we'll fix it. Nussbaum Mechanical is located just north of Berne, along with over 175 years of combined service in the field. Nussbaum Mechanical offers a wide range of rental equipment and attachments. If you're looking to upgrade your equipment or starting from scratch, whether it's new or used, they can help to find the right machine for you. Stop and see the full line of Gale and Manitou equipment with leasing and financing options available, along with a full line of Manitou parts and attachments. Call 260-589-3802 to find out what we have to offer.
At Decatur Dental Services, all of our offices provide complete dental care, including crowns, bridges, and dentures, teeth whitening, orthodontics and Invisalign, restorations, preventative care, cosmetics, and sports mouth guards. In Decatur, Botox and Juvederm are available as well. We have offices in Decatur, Geneva, Berne, Bluffton, and Warren to serve you. To learn more about our doctors, office hours, and insurance information, please visit DecaturDentalIN.com or like us on Facebook. New patients are always welcome, as are patient referrals, so contact us today.
Apartment living at its best with an exceptional location and affordable living. Located on 000 Road in Berne, Eastview Apartments are currently offering spacious 2-bedroom apartment homes with full-size washer, dryer, range, refrigerator, dishwasher, disposal, free maintenance, private entrances, balcony or patio, and much more. please call 260-589-8602 for further information. We know you will be proud to call Eastview Apartments your home.
At First Bank of Berne, we believe strong local communities are good for everyone. It's why we invest in the lives and dreams of the people, businesses, and farmers in our hometowns. When you bank locally, our communities prosper because money is deposited, invested, and spent locally. At First Bank of Berne, improving the financial futures of those in our local communities is at the heart of everything we do.
For over 70 years, Bixler Insurance has provided financial protection for our communities.
We will protect your auto, home, farm, and business of any size.
We can protect your family with a life insurance policy and help navigate your health insurance options, including Medicare and marketplace products.
The world of insurance definitely has its ups and downs.
But as an independent agency, we have strong relationships with several companies to meet your specific needs.
Stop by or call us in Berne, Geneva, Decatur, Portland, or Woodburn.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Witness Media here on this Christian Care Retirement Community pregame show. Got a little bit of extra coverage with the junior varsity contest. Tigers lead 36-14 following the free throw by number 23, Khalil Harrelson, for the Warriors. Just under 2 minutes to go. And just reminding you that Christian Care Retirement Community is a non-profit organization dedicated to enriching senior living with Christian values and compassionate quality care. Provide a wide assortment of comfortable living options for various needs with 3 levels of care. Call 260-565-3000 to see how we can enrich your or your loved ones' lives. So Kevin talked a little bit about what Woodland Warriors have and kind of that, again, almost like a reloading of talent. I mean, looking at this squad, they just have one senior, and that is Colin Klepper, who, again, I do remember that name, as you said, like definitely going to be one of those guys that is likely in this rotation. The go-to is going to be Keaton Delagrange, Ashton Jackway as their 2 primary guys, but freshman Camden Brooks, their second leading scorer, 8.5 points. So it's nice to have some of that youth being a part of a varsity squad.
Yeah, and I think Tyler Friend there, he's a sophomore, so they got some youth coming up, similar to how Bluffton does as well. And for a program that wants to continue to grow, you got to have young guys like that stepping up to contribute to the varsity.
Yeah, and that's what I was going to say. Just Bluffton's youth as well. Again, you're starting a freshman and a sophomore with Maddox White and Gavin Greaser.
Yep.
But then you're bringing in off the bench as that really the second sub, the 7th man with Chase Kistler, who's getting lots of reps. And it's just a team for Bluffton. They've rattled off, 7 straight wins after starting off 0-2. And really those 2 games, we've talked about it, games that probably could have gone in favor of the Tigers.
Right.
But would they be 7-2 at this point if they would have won those games and not been able to take those lessons, those hard-earned, learned lessons, and adapting it to their intentionality at practice?
Yeah, they've had some good games, and they've had games too where, they've shown signs of like, hey, there's plenty of things to work on. But I really think, that win against Garrett was a big momentum booster, and they were, in my opinion, 4 or 5 minutes away from going 0-3. In that South Adams game when South Adams had them down about 4 or 5 at one point in that 4th quarter. But Bluffton responded. And, you never know what the season would have looked like had they gone down 0-3. But Bluffton has been playing with good intensity, a lot of chemistry. And it's just, for me as a fan, it's just great to see the kids grow together as they've been on this 7-0 run, this 7-game win streak.
Oh, and they seem like they get along. And, again, knowing both of us being program alums, it's something where I know we take a lot of pride in the fact that we know the younger players, we know the older players, and it's just we know how well we got along with our teammates, and it's just nice to see them having fun together during these long winter months.
Yeah, because it's, in practice or, during games, sometimes you get in the routine of running plays, this and that, but when you actually get along with, almost want to say your brother on the team, on the floor, it makes a big difference to get through those tougher times during practice or, tough stretches of games. And thankfully for Bluffton, they've had a lot of success this year so far.
Yeah, and looking forward to kind of seeing that build. But as you brought up, that South Adams game was kind of a coin flip. Like the Tigers, really just those 2-game experience, I felt like was the difference maker. I think we talked about that on that post-game show even. But that is going to be that first-round matchup of the ACAC tournament.
Yeah.
And when I'm looking at that tournament, it's kind of that ACAC, that matchup that really just kind of piques my interest the most, because of how Game 1 went for the Starfires, and this time it's going to be the Stardome.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of wrinkles to it, and one more to add was when I watched that game, Bluffton's 2 heavy hitters, you got Declan, and then you got, for South Adams, the Lehman boy. But really, in that game, both were kind of held in check. None of them really, did anything too eye-popping. I mean, they did their usual, bread and butter stuff, but really the role players on both teams were the ones that really got the team, the Bluffton their win, but South Adams as well as being even in striking range to almost steal one from Bluffton. So, those kind of games, ironically against South Adams, there's been, I think Grant Pribble's senior year, they had like a triple overtime game against South Adams and then faced them in sectional play. So, there's a little bit of a rivalry there, but yeah, when those 2 teams come together, it's usually a pretty good game, and I think that's what we're going to have starting that tournament off.
Yeah, I mean, you say that, and it just took me right back to my years as well, and that 2008-2009 season where Bluffton came back with the entire team from the undefeated regular season.
Yeah.
And in that first ACAC game, traveled to South Adams, and the Starfires, coming off seeing just a 10-12, so about 500 record, took the Tigers to overtime in that game.
Really? Wow.
And again, the Tigers had not lost a regular season game in a year, and it was one of those things where it is an absolutely difficult place to go to play, especially against South Adams.
Yeah. No, I mean, some of those players, I think Nick Teeter, he would have been a player probably on that team, and he's, by the time he was a senior, I think he had a 40-point triple-double, I think. I remember reading in the paper one time. But, yeah, just over the years, the history between these 2 schools, I mean, even with most recent memory, it kind of makes you shake your head and you're like, wow, you might be in store for another good game like that here in tournament play.
Well, and it's even, transcended just basketball as a rivalry, too. I know, for both of us, within the running teams, that's been a big rival for Bluffton and South Adams. And then you expand it into the more community involved sports with football.
Yeah, and this year baseball. The football game between South Adams and Bluffton, that was a really good game.
It definitely almost feels like Bluffton and South Adams have become a big time rival. I know that's been the case in tennis as well, and it's that big conference rival as competing in not just one sport for titles, but really across the field. It seems to be Bluffton, South Adams in the mix in a lot of different sports.
Yeah.
Definitely looking forward to that one. They're at Blackford tonight. I'm going to check to see. I know there are some other contests for you to be paying attention to tonight on Witness Media. Those ones are going to be just Heritage at Adams Central for that was last night, pardon me. So Jay County at Adams Central boys basketball is also on Witness Media. So another big-time ACAC showdown. I know Jay County's getting a lot of love from the Sagarin ratings. I think they're rated the highest in the ACAC, where you take a look at this matchup between the Flying Jets, who's been kind of that power over these past few years, new coach. Not real sure what to take a look at. I know they're running more man-to-man defense, so it's a completely different look of an Adams Central team than what you're used to. Whereas Jay County, the biggest school by number in the conference, but I also think they have the biggest lineup as well. That zone, that 3-2 zone that they've just, I guess I'm assuming, I know first-year coach Tyler Rigby down there, he was on Coach Teagle's state runner-up team back in the day. So he's going to be bringing that type of excellence and expectations. So it's just kind of this game that's man, what's going to happen in this contest? Both of those teams undefeated. Jay County 1-0 in ACAC play. So.
Yeah, they're growing pretty big down there on the Jay County farm. But that's pretty cool to see some of the residual effect from Coach Teagle. Just that hard-nosed defense, probably make all the right plays, fake passes here and there, just making fundamental plays. And It's not always the most flashiest team or the most flashiest play, but when it turns into wins and success, that often tells the tale of how it's been going for them this year.
And the last ACAC game in action tonight, the Southern Wells Raiders at Heritage Patriots. So again, tonight's ACAC matchups: Jay County at Adams Central, South Adams at Blackford for the non-conference showdown, Southern Wells at Heritage, and obviously we have this one, Woodlan at Bluffton. And you can catch this all live between Kevin and myself, and looking forward to bringing this one to you. Got about 15 minutes to go here in this Christian Care Retirement Community pregame show. We're going to take another quick break, be back, talk a little bit about this matchup, see what, again, maybe even look a little bit about the Bluffton Tigers stats and kind of who's been those go-to players. And we'll be back here on Witness Media.
You're not just a homeowner, you're also a double-pane window that apparently weighs 800 pounds owner. An inconveniently located electrical outlet owner, and a kitchen floor made for triple axles owner. Fortunately, you're also an American Standard owner, which means you've got heating and cooling built and tested to keep going, no matter what happens. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, built to a higher standard.
Or American Standard dealer, Don Myers, Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling.
Passion. It's inside the barn at 5 a.m. It's dirty boots, calloused hands, and the energy to keep going. Passion is every step, again and again. Passion. It's giving it the best you've got. It's hard work that pays off. Show right. Feed your passion.
Are you in the market for a used vehicle, or are you looking for a rental van or trailer? CMA Truck and Auto provides a variety of vehicles in a variety of price ranges, and Swiss City Vans offers rental services for a range of equipment. We invite you to visit us in person at the south edge of Berne on US 27, or to visit us online at cmatruckandauto.com, where you can sort our inventory by price range. You can also visit our Facebook page, where we keep in touch with our customers and promote giveaways. Enjoy the vehicle buying process without hidden fees or high-pressure sales at CMA.
Innovative instruction, award-winning programs, exceptional curriculum. At South Adams, we believe in the power of community. Here, we support each other, celebrate together, and treasure what truly matters most: family. We are Starfires.
Ace is the only hardware retailer that carries Benjamin Moore paint at over 3,800 stores. With Benjamin Moore's premium quality, huge selection of colors, plus Ace's award-winning service, you can be confident you're getting the best. Then buy in store or online for curbside pickup or free delivery. When you want the best, Benjamin Moore Paint from Ace. Around the block, what you need in stock, with people who know their paint. Your local Ace has everything you need, and since we're right around the block, we'll deliver your paint for free.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
If you're looking for new flooring, K&N Carpet has been locally owned and family operated for over 50 years. Owners Mike and Ella Clifton, along with their amazing staff, take great pride in serving you. Check out our showroom for a variety of manufacturers and distributors consisting of carpet, hardwood, ceramic, laminate, vinyl, LVT, and area rugs. K&N Carpet is the only Mohawk Floorscapes dealer in the Fort Wayne area. So give us a call at 260-639-3591 and come see the experts in flooring at 12108 US 27 South, or check us out on Facebook.
Here at RK Financial, we're proud to serve the families and businesses that make our communities strong. We know the value of hard work, and we know how important it is to protect what you've built and what matters most. Whether it's retirement planning, investment guidance, or reviewing your insurance needs, our local team is here to provide personal, practical advice you can count on. RK Financial. Give us a call today.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Witness Media. And I'm Mike Vanderkolk, joined by Kevin Mosier on camera tonight. We have Joel Patrick making his Bluffton crew debut, so welcome to the club, Joel, and excited to have him part of our broadcasting team here. So as we take a look at Bluffton, talked a little bit about their youth, especially with Maddox White, Chase Kistler, and Gavin Greaser, but taking a look at their scoring, the only stat that I do have for them for season stats. Leading the way is Declan Greaser on the inside with 18.1 points per game, one of the leading scorers in the entire ACAC. His brother Gavin, the sophomore, 11 points per game. Maddox White, 8.2. Max White, 6.6. And Marshall Gerber at just over 4.3 points per game. And I wonder if you take out the last minute of the game and take away all of those free throws in the last minute of the game, like Marshall's not really scoring.
Yeah, but he comes up with some of the bigger baskets and coming from the charity stripe. So, shout out to him for being ready, because sometimes not taking a whole shot, sometimes in the whole second half, I mean, that's tough enough, and then being asked to knock down the biggest free throws of the game. So, shout out to him for always being ready. In a way, it almost feels like a place kicker on a football team. Yeah. Who just stands on the sideline. Marshall's not standing on the sideline. He's out there for pretty much 30 minutes of the game, but he's not really getting the call until it's like, all right, here you go, like make or break for you, kid. Yeah, when it comes to shooting too, that's tough. I mean, if you haven't taken a shot and, it's one thing in a couple possessions, but a whole half at times, and then come to the free throw line and confidently knock them down. I mean, that's tough.
Yeah, and with that, like in that leadership as the point guard, I know Coach Teagle definitely gets frustrated quite a few times, like just committing turnovers. Mm-hmm. But it seems like whenever in that crunch time, like Marshall does have those sure hands, and he seems to get that composure. Maybe a little bit here or there during the midst of the game, like gets a little overwhelmed. But it seems like in those late time situations, they just find a way to clean things up when it matters the most.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if he enjoys it, but he understands that he's the one, and he's pretty composed under those circumstances. And hopefully, I'm sure Teagle's been working on it with the guys and everything. But when he is getting trapped, I've noticed some of the guys are a little too far away from him to where they have to recognize, he's not some of these head toppers where he can throw the ball around. He's got to kind of be unique about throwing the ball, and they got to be a little closer to him when he is getting trapped.
Yeah, I agree, and it does make it difficult, right? It makes it difficult, and especially when you don't have a real big post presence either. Like Declan is 6'3", at Gavin maybe 6'2", so it's not like they got big targets inside either. Right. So it makes it even extra difficult. And they just find a way though. And it's been so fun to see it work. And I mean, Declan and Gavin, like they just go to work inside and use that kind of linebacker strength to get around. I mean, a lot of times, like taller defenders, very few times you're going to see people kind of matching up with the similar strength, but it's just they find a way to stay tough and get that ball to the glass and into the basket.
Offensively tonight, Declan and Gavin, they're going to be probably the most consistent, at least they have been all year long. They're going to usually hit their average, but one guy that I think, can either turn this game into a 5-point win to almost a 20-point win is Maddox White. There's times where he'll have 3 or 4 or 5 points, and then there might be a night where he's got 20. And on those nights where he's aggressive, he's looking for a shot, the success has been very evident for Bluffton when he is on.
Well, I think with that, his brother Max is that kind of wild card. Like he has his games, and like you said with Maddox, like it just all of a sudden just pops off. Like Max almost seems to start the game on a roll where he's going to knock down 2 or 3 threes early on, and then may not get those looks later in the game. But it seems to just establish the presence and establish the threat. and then it's all of a sudden that defense may be cheating out a little bit more on them, keeping them a little bit more honest.
Yeah.
And then it's just opening things up for everybody else.
We saw that on display against Norwell for both of them.
Yeah.
Without them, that just opens up the offense for Bluffton full throttle. I mean, usually you got your stuff going on down low and the cutting and this and that, but they really allow it to be at full throttle whenever they're knocking down long-range shots.
I agree. Looking forward to bringing this one to you guys and looking at this Woodlan squad. Seeing Keaton Delagrange there, just taking a little bit of a shot mid-post. Definitely a tall, lanky build for the Warriors. Has put on quite a decent amount of muscle from what I remember last year as a sophomore. He's going to be that kind of go-to player to watch. Interested to see how the Tigers' post-presence of Declan and Gavin Greaser, and you got to throw Griffin Morgan in there because you know he's going to get some minutes where he's going to be that bruising.
Bumping him, yep.
Gonna get worn down, that's for sure. But last thing we kind of need to do on this Christian Care Retirement pregame show is get to the starting lineups for both squads. We're going to start first with the visiting Woodlan Warriors. Starting at, I believe, guard is number 11, number 1, the junior, Ashton Jackway. And then number 4, the freshman, Camden Brooks. He's averaging 8.5 points per game. Number 20 is a sophomore, Cooper Smith. Number 22, another freshman, Alex Art. And the big guy in the middle, number 30, the junior, Keaton Delagrange. The Warriors are led by head coach John Baker. And for the Bluffton Tigers, it is the starting lineup as usual. It is going to be the 5'8" senior guard, number 3, Marshall Gerber. The 6'1" junior guard, number 20, Maxwell White. 6'2" sophomore forward, number 23, Gavin Greaser. 6'2" senior forward, number 30, Declan Greaser. And 6'2" freshman guard, number 32, Maddox White. Kind of, in Woodlan's roster doesn't have any heights on it, but kind of similar toe-to-toe with class and experience. Again, Woodlan coming in as the reigning defending ACAC champions. Going to need a lot to happen for that to happen for the regular season, but still trying to sharpen some things up. It will be a potential matchup in the ACAC and potential matchup in the sectional play between Bluffton. And honestly, why not play spoiler against the Tigers on their home court as well?
Yeah, anything can happen.
And that'll wrap us up pretty much here on this Christian Care Retirement Community pregame show. Christian Care Retirement Community is a non-profit organization dedicated to enriching senior living with Christian values and compassionate quality care. We provide a wide assortment of comfortable living options for various needs with 3 levels of care. Call 260-565-3000 to see how we can enrich your or your loved ones' lives. We're going to take our last break on this pregame show. When we come back, will be time for that Sprunger and Sprunger first quarter, all on Witness Media.
Modern meets classic with the new Amara Stone Wedding Band collection at Richard's Jewelry. Made in the USA with recycled metals, these rings mix traditional gold with new contemporary metals for a sleek, edgy look and design. Life gets tough, but so are these industrial wedding bands featuring Benchmark's lifetime guarantee. Richard's Jewelry, your exclusive Amara Stone dealer in downtown Berne.
Are you looking for a place where Christian values meets compassionate care? Christian Care Retirement Community has an independent living, assisted living, specialized memory care, and their new short-term rehabilitation program designed for the best in recovery. The mission of Christian Care is enriching senior living with Christian values and compassionate service, rooted in faith, guided by love, and dedicated to respect and stewardship. Join them in the experience to support community where Christian values shine through. Christian Care Retirement Community, where faith and care come together.
You finally found the perfect car in Racing Blue. You even got them to throw in the LED fog lights for free. Auto Owners insures your car because some people never learn to parallel park. That's simple human sense.
Call Toby, Kyle, Barb, or Mark for your insurance needs today.
Keep going. More.
At Fisher Dental, we fix teeth. We also develop relationships with our patients and create lifelong friends.
Here at Fisher Dental, we clean, extract, and fill teeth. We also make crowns, bridges, partials, and dentures.
At Fisher Dental, we like smiles. And remember, we've got your back. And your teeth.
When you walk through our doors, you'll find smiling faces, exceptional service, and a sense of family. With trusted financial solutions tailored to you. Discover the difference today. Financial Partners Federal Credit Union. Member NCUA. So you think you found the right guy on social media? It could be that person isn't who you thought they were. If you don't give out your personal information, you won't be a victim of fraud. A message brought to you by Financial Partners Federal Credit Union. Member NCUA.
From dreamer to doer, bridging the gap between where we are and where we want to be, turning passion into profession, finding your true calling in a career, and bringing your dreams to life, it takes two things, the right path and the right people to walk alongside you. At Indiana Wesleyan University, we help dreamers become doers with accessible, flexible learning pathways and world-class people making world-changing connections. The road ahead, it's closer than you think. Discover the way at IWU.
At the University of St. Francis, we believe everyone's made for greatness. Here, students are inspired to reach higher, academically, personally, and spiritually. We're not just shaping minds, we're forming servant leaders with purpose and heart. Rooted in faith and tradition, we prepare students to live lives of virtue, service, and joy. This is where faith meets reason, and where students discover who they're truly called to be. Discover greater.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Witness Media. A little bit of bonus coverage here on this Christian Care Retirement Community pregame show, getting you the official starting lineup, courtesy of the Jeff Kokenauer and the Bluffton Pet Band, bringing you the Land of a Thousand Dances as beautifully played. Bluffton Tigers coming into this one with a record of 7-2 against the Woodlan Warriors at 5-7. Coach Baker's in his 8th year with the Warriors. Coach Teagle in his 3rd with the Tigers. John Harrell does a great job predicting a lot of these games. He's got the Tigers favored by 20. The Tigers very methodical with their offensive regime, but it also seems to be something where they have kind of played a lot faster pace this year than we may typically be with a Coach Teagle offense, averaging 55.5 points per game, only giving up 42. For the Warriors, they're averaging 42.6 points per game and giving up 50. So, I mean, those are kind of lining up with each other's averages. We'll kind of see how this thing will shape out. And as we do get ready for the tip-off, we'll bring in the Freedom Automotive Group scoreboard. Experience the ultimate freedom at Freedom Automotive Group of Bluffton. Our dedicated team is committed to going above and beyond to ensure you feel at ease in our showroom with our hassle-free financing options customized to meet your unique financial situation. Tigers, Warriors, ACAC basketball. And the opening tip, little early jump there by Gavin as...
And that ref stall.
Yeah, that is, I know that's one of the Adler brothers.
Oh, shoot. Landon or Jared, one of the two?
Yeah, I'm not too sure, which I believe it is at least.
Okay.
And first cousin of Bluffton guys, the Cochran family, Cody, Nick, Clint, and their cousin Keith as well. So the Warriors with the first possession, hoping for better luck than the Oregon Ducks on their first possession last night. As our cameraman Joel Patrick, he got back from Atlanta today from the game.
Wow.
So as the Warriors driving baseline, here's number 1, Jackway. He's going to take that jumper from about 15 feet, no good, into the hands of Maddox White. And Gerber bringing it down for the Tigers. Warriors going in with a man-to-man defense here. And they got quite a bit of length. Seeing if they can disrupt these pesky Tigers. You can get the White brothers around the perimeter. Both Greasers can stretch it deep as well. And Gerber can knock it down if given the opportunity. And they're going to get an offensive foul. Moving screen called against Gavin Greaser. Not the start that you wanted offensively. For the Warriors, looks like the ball handler is going to go to sophomore Cooper Smith as he brings this one down for Woodlan. He's got Declan on him, switching the ball screen for the Tigers. A little bit of miscommunication there on the wing, but no harm done for Woodlan. As looking like they have adapted the triangle offense from the Coach Barker offensive scheme. At least a little early looks of it. As the Warriors, nice little baseline drive there by Smith. Going to go out of bounds in favor of the Tigers.
I'd be interested to see how some of these Woodland young guys play, the sophomore and freshmen that are getting some heavy playing time this year.
With youth comes opportunity, but also that inexperience can lead to some
errors here and there,
As Gerber,
that's
there's that length of De La Grange.
5'8" versus 6'6", and that looks like that's going to go back to Bluffton.
Again, early miscues for both squads. Not a clean start. We're 2 1/4 into this contest, and neither team on the scoreboard. Can already hear Coach Teagle in the post-game show saying we just turned it over too many times. As Maddox White looking to be that first one on the board.
He's going to get him for stepping on the baseline.
Nice strong move. Going with a little bit of an athletic left-hand reverse layup there. May be able to actually get off his feet a little bit, get his body up with it. It looked like it'd be a tough angle to get that one to fall.
Even jumps up on the opposite side of the goal and going up strong, because he may have thought he's going to get a foul call, going up kind of with that Olay deal.
Smith with it. Going to drive that one left, kicking it up to Jackway over to Brooks. Brooks' threes off the back of the rim. Rebound goes to Declan. Declan's going to take this himself. Does not have the numbers, but he doesn't care. He's going up at the rim. Can't get it to fall. Brooks with the board.
Yeah, it was a good drive there by Declan. He didn't have the numbers like you said, but I think he saw I can take these guys toe-to-toe.
And that foul should be going against Declan there. Nice little spin move by Keaton De La Grange. Catches Declan being a little bit of aggressive. Yeah, Declan didn't have the numbers, but I think he saw De La Grange wasn't any of the threes. He's like, you know what, I can go toe-to-toe with him. Tyler Friend checking in for the Warriors, as well as C.J. Bullock. Up to De La Grange. He's got Max White on him. He's got a nice little spin move to his left. He's going to get that bucket to fall and
nice
the foul.
Move. Very nice move. It's always interesting to see some of these guys come back after a year, if he's going to be a 6'6" down around the basket or a 6'6" guard type where he's taking guys off the dribble.
Oh, and I'm not going to lie, I'm a little disappointed in Keaton here, as he was a fellow buzz cut guy last season, and he's got a nice set of hair now. Hey, enjoy it now while you can, Keaton, as a guy who cannot grow that hair out anymore. Warriors with an early 3-0 lead here on this Freedom Automotive Group scoreboard. Tigers, Declan had the baseline, didn't take it. Instead, getting it up to Gerber. Gerber's going to take a little 10-footer. He's going to get that to fall. Not wait until the last minute.
Yeah. Want to make his mark early.
Nice little drive there by the freshman. Brooks kicking it out to De La Grange. He can stretch it as well. Rebound goes to a friend. And finding a cutting De La Grange, who's going to bank that one in for 2. Warriors looking kind of like that ACAC championship team from last season.
Yeah.
Very intentional with the ball. As Gerber with it inside, he's going to try to get it to Greaser, but he's going to get called for the 3-second violation.
I thought he was going to get away with that.
I won't lie. It's a rule that I feel like I need to look into a little bit more because every time I see a 3-second called, I think back to semi-pro and Jackie Moon throwing it inside and out. It's like he's just sitting in the lane, but he isn't like. So I know like the ball movement does play a factor, I believe, but
yeah,
Gerber holding on to that one too long. Yeah, Warriors definitely triangle, as that is a Coach Bricker special play right there. And the bucket goes to Camden Brooks. And that was, I definitely remember that one being added in by Coach Bricker. That double ball screen. He may kind of hate. I don't want to give away too many, but it's like, yeah, Coach Bricker, he is a very tactical person.
Yep.
And what works?
That's going to be Bluffton ball, or at least it should be. I think Woodlan touched that last. Yep.
Substitution for Woodlan, number 11, Colin Tucker.
And Declan have a clear path to the bucket there if he wanted it, but dumped it down to Gavin, who was double teamed.
Yeah, Delagrange with a big block. He's going to stay with the Tigers. He's going to bring in the first substitution for Bluffton. That's Griffin Morgan, giving Gavin a little bit of a breather. As Marshall's going to try to get in and finds Griffin Morgan.
Yeah, that could have been a step-in deal where Marshall just had a layup. They're going to call Friend, I think. Yeah, Friend on a push.
So Gerber with it once again.
Ah, boy, they're going to get
early errors for the Tigers here in the Sprunger and Sprunger first quarter as the Warriors lead 7-2. Founded by Corey and Allison Sprunger from adoption and advanced elder law planning and everything in between. Sprunger and Sprunger is a full-service law firm with offices in Berne, Bluffton, Portland, Waynedale, Angola, and in Fort Wayne. It is easy and convenient to visit Sprunger and Sprunger for all your legal needs.
It's not the first time we've seen some untimely fouls by some of the younger guys here on the Bluffton squad. You know, Central Noble game, saw a little bit of that there, and seen a little bit of that here early on in this one.
And the Tigers have had quite the long break from that Central Noble game. Or I guess from the Norwell game. No, which one was it? Central Noble was the most recent one. But that was even December 30th, I believe. So it's been well over a week for the Tigers. So you got to consider some rust coming at Bluffton.
I was kind of surprised by this call, an offensive foul, as I thought Declan came over and pushed. I'm not even sure who the foul was on. I don't think the coaching staff on Woodland knows who the foul was on either.
The board's showing number 20, so that'd be Cooper Smith there.
Okay.
Unless that didn't get updated, but showing one personal foul for Cooper. As Gerber takes it to the basket, kicks it out to Chase Kistler, and his feet just not set as he gets called for the traveling violation. Camden Brooks back in for Woodland. Over to number 14, or is that 12. Bullock. Delagrange with it. Maddox White now with the matchup. As Woodland being very patient, and that's what the triangle offense is designed for. You always get these different looks as the three ball taken by number 11, Colin Klepper, connects. And that triangle offense, was that one that you guys were running when you were in school? Did you guys shift?
We started, we ran it all the way through. We started shifting away from it just a little bit my senior year, but yeah, that's those are the 10 commandments for us all the way through.
Yeah, I know my coach license first 2 years, we went away from it, so it would have been my junior, senior year, but it was still in our repertoire, so we would pull it out every now and then. Kistler for the three from the corner, off the iron. Rebound goes to number 21, Tyler Friend, as Woodland, this early 10-0 lead, or 10-12 lead, pardon me, as looking to kind of get this thing going. Delagrange, nice save there.
Yeah, he's going to look for that. Yep.
Take that from the wing, off the front of the rim. Rebound goes to Gerber. Tigers got 40 seconds, seeing if they can at least chip away at this deficit early on.
There's been some gaps here and there that Bluffton hasn't maybe seen. Chase Kistler there, 2 open shots, and you can hear Teagle screaming on that second one to shoot it.
Looks like a little 2-1-2 zone look by the Warriors. Or maybe it's a box and one, actually, I realize now. They got the star on Maddox White.
Yep.
And then the 4 guys protecting their zones. Griffin Morgan's going to try to go to work, kicking it out to Declan Greaser from the wing, and he knocks it down.
Very timely.
Bluffton Tigers, big-time bucket from Declan, but they still trail 10-5 at the end of the Sprunger and Sprunger first quarter. We'll take a break and be back here on Witness Media.
M&M Market on the north side of Geneva has established a sterling reputation for the food they provide. Over 150 flavors of bratwurst, a wide selection of marinated chicken and pork chops, meat and cheese trays, and a 40-foot meat and deli case full of fresh-cut meats, cut daily. Come and schedule a special event meal for any budget on your next visit. Be sure to check our Facebook page for store hours and in-store specials.
Understanding our values allows us to make decisions on the best use of money. There's 4 things that we can do with it. We can live, we can give, we can owe, and we can grow. What are we spending money on? What causes are we wanting to support? From an O perspective, debt, taxes. But then growing, what is that we're saving towards? We believe that if we can help our clients manage the O and grow, it will give them great freedom to live and give. Contact us for a free consultation and we'll help you get started.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Tiger Den. During that first quarter intermission, the Jeff Kokenauer and Coach Thompson recognized Bluffton Lady Tigers senior Conley Alt. She became the 17th Bluffton Tiger boys or girls to join the 1,000 point club last night, even though the Bluffton fell at Jay County. She's the 7th girl basketball player, the first one since Emmy Boots, who is now on the coaching staff with Bluffton and teaching at Bluffton. 16th all-time boys and girls, has a little bit more room to go. I feel like it's safe to say she surpassed Bill Lysing, as I know he had 1,001.
101. Yep.
1,001 career points, a classmate of Coach Bricker. So I think we're giving Coach Bricker too much love here tonight, Kevin.
Yeah, we got to be careful here. But yeah, good for all. That's a heck of an accomplishment.
Yeah. All right, Tigers trailing 10-5. Woodlan still looking in box and one set. Look, I believe, because they're now starring Max White as Gerber takes it and kicks it out to Declan. Nice little pump fake.
You got Gerber down there.
He finds
find. Great find.
Great unselfish basketball there by the Tigers, making it 7-10 now. As Declan found Marshall. Marshall finds Gavin.
Yeah, Bluffton doing a good job of working the ball around. That's something that, there's a couple gaps that Bluffton had there in that. That's an offensive foul on Delagrange. Yeah, it looks like Bluffton's going to get that back. But on that last play, a great execution by Bluffton to get the ball around the horn, and it resulted in a nice open layup. I thought Gerber was going to go up with that, but he saw the trees and he dumped it down to the sure thing, Gavin Greaser.
I'm glad you were paying attention there, so thank you. As Max is going to find this one to Marshall Gerber. He's ready to shoot off the front of the rim. Rebound goes to Smith, and he's pushing the tempo.
Man.
Aggressive look there.
Yeah.
Just out of the reach of Delagrange.
Yeah, you could see that lining up, but maybe he was just a second or two ahead on Delagrange's watch.
As Tigers trying to come back here a little bit in this Bumgarner tourney's second quarter. As Declan gets that one off the glass. He can't get it to fall. As Smith with the rebound once again. And yes, it is now confirmed triangle for sure. I think they could hear Coach Bricker on that call there. As Smith on it with the corner ball screen there by number 44. Don't have a 44 here. I'm going to assume Griffin clear.
Oh, good dive there by Declan. You're going to have to adjust and get back.
Smith taking that one into the paint and he draw the foul.
I almost thought Kistler got him wrapped up, got the ball wrapped up pretty well, but ref thought otherwise.
As Tigers get a little bit of substitutions as well. Again, staying with that traditional 7 that they've been relying on pretty much all season. As Woodlan been working around the perimeter. And this is nice drive by Smith and put it off the glass and good. And that's what makes that triangle offense so dangerous is you're going to get off-ball screens, you're going to get ball screens on every single look.
Yep.
And every single look is a scoring opportunity if you're paying attention. Nice little spin move there by Gavin, but he can't get to the fall.
Yeah, they're going to get Declan on an over back there. Over the back, sorry.
And that's always a foul that is something that I know that it's, you can go over the back, but it's the pushing.
Right.
It's the contact going through the back, and it definitely could tell there was contact made. Sometimes it's going to get called against the block out individual, the defender, just depending on the situation.
Rarely, but yeah, I think what coaches used to tell us, if you get a foul for blocking them out, we're not going to get on you for that because, you want you to elbow to the chest and then butt to the gut.
So 3 by number 4, Camden Brooks is good. A little bit of turning down that ball screen and taking it to the corner. Is going to take a timeout by Coach Teagle. We'll take that timeout with them. Woodland leads 15-7 here on Witness Media.
We plan for everything, always looking ahead to successfully navigate the ups and downs that life brings our way. So why is planning your funeral pushed to the back of the list? The answer to that question is different for everyone, but the staff at Haggard, Hershey, and Zelt want you to know that this process is easy, stress-free, and is a wonderful gift that you can give your family. Pre-plan today. Give us a call at 260-724-7167 to set up an appointment.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Witness Media. About 5 minutes to go here in the Bumgarner Attorney second quarter. Woodland looking to establish themselves early on in this ACAC showdown, leading 15-7. Coach Teagle taking an early timeout, wanting to get his squad situated. As Tigers looking to find a way to attack this hybrid defense by Woodland and just turnover after turnover costly for Bluffton.
Woodland doing a good job of being there on the catch on Max and Maddox. They know who their shooters are. But so far, Gerbers and Kistler are the only ones that have gotten a clean look from there. I don't want to say Declan was really that clean as he had to shoot it before the end of the period.
So a nice little drive here by Bullock as he's going to draw a foul against the Tigers. Going to, I believe, get 2 at the line. About 4.5 minutes here on this Freedom Automotive Group scoreboard. 15-7 for Woodland. On the Bumgarner Attorney second. For nearly 75 years, Bumgarner Attorneys have provided superior legal services to the families of Adams, Wells, and Jay counties. That's the second foul now on Max White. So 2 fouls for Declan, 2 for Max. As Bullock knocks down the second of the free throws. And looking, and just kind of these parallels and everything as well. This box and one going against Maddox White. We've talked about it a little bit.
Probably something he hasn't seen this year.
No, definitely as a freshman.
Yeah.
Definitely not going to see. Maybe have seen it a little bit in middle school. Marshall's going to take the 3. He's going to knock it down. Maybe seen a little bit in middle school, but it's a little bit different against the high school. As aggressive look by Smith off the hands of friend and going to the Tigers. Coach Teagle's going to send Declan in, maybe seeing it. It's like, hey, we got a dead ball offensive set here.
Yeah.
Let's get our best scorer out there and see what we can do. But with this box and one offense, again, pretty standard box and one offense where you're going to have Maddox running baseline back and forth off of screens. You got to be careful that you keep your feet set.
Yeah, Bullock, he's been doing a great job. I've watched him these last couple possessions being right there. What a move by Declan to get that up and over.
I don't know how he had that strength to get that one there, but he just kind of fights through a lot of contact and off balance to get that one to connect. Then LaGrange has Gavin on him. He's going to go to work. Kicking it out to a friend. Over to number 4, Brooks. He's going to, freshman can't connect there. Gerber's with the rebound.
Good job.
Keeping it away from the long, pesky arms of DeLaGrange. He's pushing it in, finding Declan, and no call. They're letting him play inside, at least on the offensive end here. As DeLaGrange with it. As now.
Oh, man.
Yep, good defense there by Martin, forcing the held ball. As I'm seeing, looking at this matchup and looking at the Bluffton coaching staff, obviously Coach Lysing, Coach Preble know triangle in and out as well. Coach Greaser's seen it plenty of times himself. But Coach Teagle never played against Coach Barker, and I don't know. So it's one of those things where I don't know how long Woodlan has been running it, but it's one of those things where if you got a system that it's running it effectively, it's tough to stop.
Yeah, it is. You got to have the right guns with it, but, I mean, you can run it even without having, all the guns. But, like you said, it gives everybody an opportunity to score.
And Colin Klepper
times
taking advantage right there.
Oh, good find to Gavin. I mean,
just a weak pass, trying to get it to Kistler.
That's going to go back to Bluffton here.
Oh,
wow.
That was good hustle by Griffin to knock that one away. And I agree with you. It looked like it went off of Bullock, but the official definitely having a clearer line of sight and saying off to the Tigers. Neither other of the officials stepping in there.
Teagle talking to Adler there saying that's awful, which I think we had one of the best. Well, that one ref that called it had probably the best seat in the house. But
nice boxed out by Gerber, but he can't hold on to the rebound. I'm going to confirm with Jeff Kokenauer on the official names just to make sure we're.
Yeah.
I always appreciate the officials because it's a very thankless job, that is for sure.
Yes.
But a much necessary one to allow these young men to play. As Brooks with the 3, he's going to knock that one down. Nice, clean look for the freshman. And Woodlan looking very well composed here in the Tiger Den. As Gavin gets it right back to Griffin. Griffin goes up with his strong left hand and he knocks it down inside. And Tigers been off since December 30th. Woodlan has had 2 games since then, so a little bit more polished it's looking like at this point. And Griffin's going to get called with the foul. So as confirmed, it is Jared Adler.
Okay.
And Robert Bontrager and Jason Hunter as the other 2 officials. So, and I think doing a great job here tonight. Klepper thought about it, but and another look there by Brooks. Can't get it to fall. Rebound.
Good swipe there by Morgan. Get it to a guard. Yep.
And Kistler, he's got the speed, but he's going to pull this one out. Didn't have the space. Finds Griffin, dive into the basket. He's going to finish for 2. Griffin Morgan, when he's
a little bit of life.
When he's on, he's going to be tough to stop. And
now be careful. A lot of that energy, he might run you over just because.
So DeLaGrange. And Woodlan's had quite a few of these tall, athletic guys who can handle the ball these past few years. I can't quite remember the guy who graduated. I think that was 2 years ago.
Joe Reedy?
Yeah, that's what it'd be.
Yeah, they've had a lot of good ball players, Joe Reedy and Trey Yoder, and Delagrange getting to reap some of the benefits from watching those kind of guys play and playing with them.
As Delagrange is probably going to get some sort of ISO look, or going to be, as Gavin gets the call, say, hey, don't let him catch this. It's going to be a blocking foul against the Tigers. That is 5 team fouls against Bluffton this quarter, none committed by Woodlan. So very disciplined defensive effort by the Warriors. And Tigers just trying to be aggressive, not quite sure what to do with all these screens that are going on. As Klepper's at the line to shoot 2 now. First one is good.
Yeah, running triangle puts the defense in a position where they have to always be alert because there's always something going on.
Klepper, chance to convert both, extend this lead, and he does. 23-16 Woodlan is a substitution, bringing a little extra length here defensively in 5.5 seconds. Tigers see what they got for a late quarter situation. Getting it to Gerber. He's going to push it quickly, driving it, penetrating to the rim, getting off the glass, can't get it to fall. It's going to be out of bounds at the end of the second quarter. It is the Woodlan Warriors 23, Bluffton Tigers 16. We'll take a quick break and be back here on Witness Media for the Berne Ready Mix halftime show.
At Swiss Village, our mission is simple: pursuing life together. Every day, we create a community where life is full, active, and meaningful. Here, neighbors become friends, team members feel like family, and every moment matters. Whether you're searching for a vibrant place to live or a rewarding place to work, you'll find it here at Swiss Village. Swiss Village, pursuing life together. Learn more at swissvillage.org.
Bluffton Harrison MSD, schools of excellence, schools of choice.
Every moment matters.
Do you have sports injuries, knee pain, shoulder pain, headaches, arthritis pain, or just want to maintain a healthy lifestyle? Reynolds Chiropractic is the answer. Dr. Jade utilizes gentle, low-force, instrument-assisted, and hands-on adjusting. Dr. Jade treats patients of all ages, from birth to the very mature. Dr. Jade will help your injuries heal faster and help you live a more active and pain-free life. They offer BioFreeze, Sombra, pillows, back braces, and orthomolecular supplements. Dr. Jade is currently accepting new patients, so make your appointment today and visit Reynolds Chiropractic, where patient comfort and care are our first priority.
In the heart of our community, we're more than just a school. Our dedicated staff ignites curiosity, critical thinking, collaboration, and creativity. With a range of programs, we nurture talents and build leaders. Our students excel driven by passion and support. Every success is a testament to hard work. Adams Central, where dedicated staff and student success go hand in hand.
Looking to elevate your construction project? Schwartz Contracting is here to deliver. With over 20 years in the industry, owner Dan Schwartz has been providing reliable home construction, barn buildings, pole barns, garages, barns, and barn dominiums throughout Adams County and beyond. When it comes to building your dream home or impressive new barn, Dan Schwartz and his team are the ultimate champions. When you choose SCI, you're getting a team that brings expertise and commitment to take down every project. They're all about getting the job done right. Are you ready to tackle your next project? Contact Dan Schwartz at 260-525-0266, Schwartz Contracting, where solid construction is always the winning move.
One is more than a number. It's pride in our history and the promise of what's to come. One farmer, one seed, one season. One changes everything. In 1926, Henry A. Wallace and the founders of Pioneer revolutionized farming, and we've been innovating ever since. 100 starts with one. Our 100th season starts with you.
These days, peace of mind starts at your front door. Innovative Concepts has been helping protect families for over 30 years with our trusted security experience. From smart cameras to burglary alarm systems with local 24/7 monitoring, we install it all. With a low monthly monitoring fee, protecting what matters most has never been easier. Call Innovative Concepts Audio Video today to schedule your free in-home consultation.
At Freedom Chevrolet, it's more than cars and trucks. It's people. From the friendly faces who greet you to the service techs who treat your vehicle like their very own. And a sales team who listens and cares. It's neighbors serving neighbors. That's Freedom Chevrolet. Experience the difference today at Freedom Chevrolet in Bluffton.
On a winning team, players get the job done right the first time. At Helena Chemical Company, getting the job done right is the only job we have. During the growing season, we show customers how to grow stronger, more profitable crops with the Helena Acre, a production system that achieves higher yields and greater returns. A key product on the Helena Acre team is Hydrahume, an organic acid that gives crops a better chance to take up more nutrients and moisture for stronger returns at harvest. To learn more, go to helenaconnects.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Witness Media on this Berne Ready Mix halftime show. From new homes and backyard projects to factories and farms, we offer experience and service you can count on. Visit us at 155 East Buckeye Street in Berne or online at www.bernereadymix.com. As we get rolling here in this halftime show, give a shout out to the mini cheer camp as they did a nice little performance there. Big time crowd.
Yeah, always brings a nice crowd too.
I think if I would have known that it was mini cheer camp, I would have chosen this for the cross country fundraising concession stand instead of Belmont. Yeah. It was a good crowd for the Belmont game, but yeah, this would have been a good one to choose. But looking at the action on this court, Woodlan leading 23-16. Two things I want to kind of discuss here. Offensively, adjusting against the box and one. We talked about it a little bit. For Maddox White being a freshman, likely the first time really seeing it
legitimately,
in full effect.
Yeah.
So
with a good varsity athlete guarding you.
So to me, and as I look at it, and we've talked a lot about Coach Kyle Bricker, he was a classmate with Bill Lysing and Spencer Harris, Maddox's uncle. A lot of times it was a triangle and two look against those two.
Yeah.
So Coach Bricker has a lot of understanding and experience seeing it. And to me, like for Maddox, it really is kind of this compliment.
Yeah.
In a way, but it's very difficult. Tigers trying to run him off a lot of screens, but like, what do you think the Tigers are going to have to do to make sure that he can get some of these looks, or even to counter it to pull them out of the box and play?
Yeah. So that was something. I mean, I wouldn't say I was ever getting started, but I definitely have somebody glued to me, on certain plays or stretches during the game. And being a cross-country runner, you're like, okay, bring it on. Like, I'm looking forward to this. But really, I would say Josh Moriarty probably would have been one of the best screeners that I played with that would give me screens. Really, I mean, I don't know how. I mean, Bluffton, obviously, they have plays where you're setting screens, but it's so different when you're trying to get somebody open off the catch. And for, Maddox, I don't know how often he's been in this kind of situation before, but if you're not really prepared and you're being told, okay, you got to pretty much generate some form of getting yourself open while also knowing how to come off screens, it's challenging. I mean, it's good that he's getting this experience as a freshman, But these are the kind of plays and clips where I would watch a lot of Ray Allen, Reggie Miller coming off screens because they would use it almost. They would be an art form. But I've seen Maddox at times, cutting and slashing and almost running into somebody else because you're just not used to seeing this kind of defense. So Griffin Morgan, I would assume, would be the best screener for him. But it's kind of an artwork between you and your teammate of knowing how to come off, when to go, and you might juke one way and the Griff might think, oh, he's going that way. No, he's going to come around off that. So, this will be interesting to see if Bluffton makes any adjustments to any of that, or if they try to work on bringing them off double screens or whatever it may be. But, yeah, that's a great wrinkle that Woodlan put in to really offset that outside shooting threat for both whites.
And then looking at the Warriors offensively, and we've talked about it a little bit, it's an offense you and I and a lot of Bluffton fans are very familiar with, that triangle motion offense. Get it to the corner, get a UCLA screen to get that point guard to run through, get a look there.
And I've seen Delagrange even post up for about 2 seconds and then clear, but that was something I never really saw too much. That might be a onesie-twosie type deal, but it's nice to see it kind of how should you say it, evolve into, fitting into what Woodlan does best.
Yeah, and I know, I remember all those years ago with Coach Bricker adding in, you got to add little wrinkles to it. As we ran it so long at Bluffton, you got to get these counters, and one of the counters that I remember Coach Bricker kind of chiming in, I think, zipper and button, where it's you're double screen. And so on that UCLA, you get the UCLA screen and then you screen down to get that guard to back up.
Yep.
Or button, it's you get that initial ball screen and then the ball screener goes back around and gets the ball screen back to the corner.
Right.
And that seems to be one of the favorite plays for Woodlan here, because it just, when you switch on those screens, as Bluffton typically does, you're not expecting to switch right back.
Right.
And it just seems to be so effective for Woodlan. So, again, Coach Bricker, as much as Coach Bricker knows it, so does Coach Fribble and Coach Lysing. So interesting to see how that mind, all those minds coming together in the Bluffton locker room.
Yeah, you think of the head-to-head coaching matchup, but the assistant coaches, they're very much just as much as part of the game than even the players. So.
Yeah. Again, I do want to. I know we talk a lot about Coach Bricker. I want to give a big-time shout-out to Coach John Baker. He's been one that any interaction I've had with him has been great. I think he's done a great job at Woodlan. I just know Coach Bricker a whole lot more.
Yeah, and he was at Belmont when I was playing. I think he coached his son there, Logan, too. So, long-time head coach there is Maddox bobbled the pass coming off the screen there to give the ball back to Woodlan.
So the Warriors need a little skip pass over to Brooks. Brooks not able to get it to fall. Nice strong rebound by Gavin. Marshall bringing this one down for the Tigers. And staying in that box and one, Bullock has that matchup, getting it to Maddox. I will say, it's interesting that the box and one is on Maddox. Just he's not the leading scorer for the Tigers.
But he, as we talked on that pregame, he's kind of that X factor that can turn this game, tilt the game in your favor.
I think in a way, maybe it's those supplementary players that serve a much more pivotal role on the overall flow of the offense.
Yeah.
As well. A three by Smith in the corner is good. Woodlan taking this to a 10-point advantage. Sorry, that was Cooper Smith. I'm not sure if I said that correctly.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yep. And Maddox getting to work, as we've talked about, his dad and uncle being on that state runner-up team from 02 is going to be a blocking foul by number 1, Ashton Jackway. And I do, in that call, he almost in position, but still sliding his feet, and almost seemed like he fell a little bit earlier than the contact. But yeah, you were talking about you being a cross-country runner, so that you bring it on. Well, Maddox's mom, Stephanie, nice little off the glass by Declan Greaser there, but Maddox's mom, Stephanie Harris White, one of the best girls cross-country runners in school history, former head coach and middle school coach as well. So maybe he does have that conditioning.
I'm sure he does. But how many kids, you know that, but how many kids that aren't much distance runners, they don't relish wanting to have to run, even if it does mean I'm going to get open because of it.
I don't know if many distance runners really relish it all the time either.
Sure.
And uncharacteristic turnover by Woodlan there on that possession. at least so far tonight, uncharacteristic. And now it's Alex Art with the duty of following Maddox around. He's going to find Marshall on the wing. He's going to get it inside to Gavin. Gavin's going up with it. Nice defense by Brooks. And he's pushing the tempo with Art over to Smith. Back to Brooks. He's knocked down, at least been a threat for him deep.
Yeah,
He's knocked down at least
knocked
one.
down 2 or 3, yeah.
Delagrange, nice drive. Gets stripped, though, by Marshall Gerber. Just straight up picked his pocket there as Declan can't get it to fall. Max, though, with the rebound. And he's going to get a rare 2-point basket, Max White. And Tigers trying to put together a little bit of momentum here in this Canaan Carpet third quarter. That 3 by Brooks is no good, and Gavin doing a nice job of fighting for that rebound.
Nice tip there by Max, too, to poke that away.
Jackway being very aggressive on the long end. Maddox get a little bit of space. He's going to take the advantage. Can't get it to fall. Nice rebound by Brooks.
That's Bluffton ball, yeah. Declan did just enough to poke that, and then Woodlan touch it last.
Yeah, it almost seemed like Brooks just kind of jerked a little bit because he felt the presence of Declan and knocked it away. A couple substitutions, bringing back Bullock and I believe and then Kepler as well. As Declan gets that one to go. Tigers chipping away. It was just 26-16, the biggest lead of the night.
Yeah, he can't. You want him putting the ball on the ground.
Tigers on a 6-0 run to get it down to 4, 26-22. Trying to get it to one possession here. Declan's going to try to do it on the inside. Man, what?
I think refs want to settle things down here. What are they going to call?
I think they just called a warning against. I don't know if it was 30 or 20, but I know it was either Declan or Max.
In his defense, the refs have been letting both teams play tonight down low especially. And not that another bump or two after the play is unmerited, but refs just saying, hey, settle down here.
As Friend with it, can't get it to fall. Out of bounds off of Gerber. It's going to stay with the Warriors, but the Tigers in the middle of this 8-0 run, see if they get another big stop here and have a chance to knot it up or even take the lead for the first time all night.
Yeah.
Jackway on the out of bounds. And finding Delagrange. Can't leave him too open. He's going to try to take advantage. Miss.
You got to make sure that's there.
And Gavin trying to save that, but nice hustle by the freshman Brooks. And he's going to get that one to go, put him into that run. Oh, and I just realized, never mind. I panicked. I thought I had the scores flipped. 28-24 Woodlan.
Now, I'd be interested to see when Maddox actually is catching the ball here. No call there on Delagrange. Clearly got him across the arms.
Yeah, causing that ball to just kind of fly out of his hands. I think Delagrange was surprised because he knew he didn't get the ball.
Yeah, he kind of paused.
And Delagrange pulling up, can't get it to go. And I will say, like, it happens on both ends of the court. Declan was just completely lost there. He was confused. But Marshall taking advantage of nobody on him. Kind of gets stuck, finding Declan. He's going to take the corner 3. And he gets it to fall. Declan Greaser.
Big quarter for Declan.
How many has he got this quarter?
He's got 9 in the quarter, and that's his second 3 of the ball game.
And when Declan Greaser goes, this Tiger offense will go as well. It's just you don't have that outlet of Maddox White tonight.
Yeah, and credit to Woodlan, especially Bullock.
As turnover there, Friend again can't handle that pass. Max, nice little find to Maddox, and he's going to get that his first point of the contest.
Yep.
As the Tigers take the lead, 29-28. Maddox being a good big brother and dishing that off to his younger one, hoping to get some momentum rolling. Yeah. Coach Baker definitely wants to take a timeout here, and he does. Bluffton 29, Woodlan 28 here on Witness Media.
I'm Phyllis Rice, and I've lived here just 1 year. I fell and broke my hip, and so walking is the best thing for me. And this is a wonderful place to walk.
Here at Adams Woodcrest, we offer assisted living with your independence in mind. We welcome your small furry friends. Come enjoy an outdoor stroll on our lovely grounds or participate in numerous activities with friends and residents. Adams Woodcrest is extraordinary living where everyone is family.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Witness Media. Tigers with that first lead of the contest, 29-28, 2.5 to go here in the K&N Carpet third quarter. K&N Carpet has been locally owned and family operated for over 50 years. With various carpets, hardwood, ceramic, laminate, vinyl, LVT, and area rugs. See the experts at K&N Carpet at 12108 US 27 South in Fort Wayne. Coach Baker wanted to get his team composed and led 26-16 following an early 3 to start this quarter. But it's kind of been all Tigers since. They're on now a 13-2 run since that triple. And as Kevin pointed out, it's been a lot of Declan Greaser.
Yeah. Credit Max White, too. He had a good poke away on the block out there, and then he's had 2 steals in the quarter as well.
As Brooks, the freshman, nice drive and finish.
Another does not play like a freshman. Look like a freshman, that is.
As Smith now with the starring duties against Maddox. They've had 3 or 4 guys with this role. It should be an exhausting one defensively as much as it is offensively as well. As Kistler getting into Griffin, over to Marshall. Marshall driving it in, kicking out to Declan at the top, and then shuffle his feet. Yep.
That's one, too. I got the privilege to play with a lot of great point guards, two of the Pribble brothers, and coming off screens, they're looking for you already. I'd be interested to see if Gerber's going to be looking for Maddox much, because it's kind of a loft pass, because you can see that the shooter's going to be open, but if you're not used to really doing any of that, there's going to be missed opportunities where Maddox is actually finally open, which, you work so hard to get open, it's kind of frustrating as Brooks misses a 3.
But Friend with a strong rebound, but he loses control of it. Griffin's going to fight for it. And he's going to get tied up. At least calling for the tie-up, I think, just kind of saving everybody.
Yeah. Tasmanian Devil there, Griffin Morgan.
And the ball is going to stay in possession of Woodlan. Smith with it. There's Bullock in the corner now.
Yeah, that's a good matchup there with Gerber on him. I don't see Bullock really being much of a threat.
I want to compliment Woodlan as well, especially seeing Jackaway taking the kind of power forward position there. It seems like these Warriors, I think a big thing about triangles, you got to know all 5 positions. And they seem like they all can kind of rotate in and out and just kind of be ready to go wherever needed.
Jackaway moving a little gingerly after that scuff up with Griff. Probably not the first player in the ACAC at least that is feeling it a little bit after going up against Griff Morgan.
So Woodlan with a 30-29 lead here in the K&N Carpet third. They're looking to hold on to this one, maybe extend it a little bit. 12 seconds to go. Smith's going to take it to the basket, finding Friend. Friend's going up through the contact. He's going to finish.
Surprised he didn't get a foul call on that.
Yeah, they didn't talk about that contact from Griffin. Declan's going to try to knock down another buzzer beater, and he does. Declan Greaser for 3. His second buzzer beater of the night, knotting it up 32-32. On that Freedom Automotive Group scoreboard. You don't want to go anywhere. We'll be back for the RK Financial fourth quarter here on Witness Media.
Rooted in the community and backed by extensive experience, Adams Health is here to diagnose the most complex conditions with care and compassion. We offer specialty care in women's health, orthopedics, sports medicine, urology, gastroenterology, pulmonology, neurology, and more. With multiple locations in Adams County, you'll get the care you need close to home. We see new patients quickly because your health shouldn't have to wait. Visit adamshospital.org to schedule today. Your health is our priority.
Ms. Lehman Realtors and Auctioneers have been serving this great community since 1960.
We are here to help you through all stages of life.
From commercial properties
to auctions
to farmland and equipment
and owning your first home.
We have the expertise and experience you can count on.
Visit us in person or online at mslehman.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Tiger Den here on Witness Media. Once again, I'm Michael Vanderkolk, joined by Kevin Mosier here in Bluffton. Joel Patrick on camera for us. A little bit of a scoring update from our friends over at Adams Central. The Jay County Patriots lead 62-45 about midway through the fourth quarter, so it looks like Jay County going to move on the precipice of moving to 2-0 in the conference right before the tournament. Declan going to see if he can keep that hot hand going. Doesn't get it to fall. Nice strong rebound there by Bullock.
Yeah. Those long rebounds are often ones that Gavin Greaser does end up with, but Bullock right there on the jump.
As Tigers, Delagrange getting his own miss, put back, can't get it to go. Gets his third opportunity here, kicks it out to Smith. As Woodlan wanted to try to get this back up.
Yeah, I'm not worried about Bullock over there.
Oh. Yeah, it doesn't seem like the Tiger defense is I mean, they're testing them, right?
Yeah.
Like they're like, if you want to take that shot, take that shot. They're not really cheating on those ball screens involving Bullock there. And one thing about triangle, too, that, again, many Bluffton Tiger fans are familiar with, this triangle offense can drain the clock. Nice block by Maddox White on his way down, but rebound staying with the Warriors once again, and that one's going to be a frustration foul committed by Max White, as Tyler Friend is going to the line now for two.
Foul trouble not too much of a factor here tonight for Bluffton, but as this fourth quarter goes on, we will see.
Yeah, it seemed like Bluffton kind of cleaned some stuff up there in the third quarter.
Yeah. Well, they got some fast break opportunities, and that always kind of causes an uptick of your heart rate to play a little differently.
Friend's second's no good, but Woodlan getting another offensive rebound. I feel like they've had the possession for the entire minute and a half, and that's because they had like 8 offensive rebounds. As Brooks' three's no good, and another offensive rebound is not going to happen as it's out of bounds off of Delagrange. So Bluffton surviving just kind of by chance that Delagrange got it knocked away. Gerber bringing it down for Bluffton. Max suffering the starring.
I just lost it. That's, yep, that's going to go back to Bluffton as Bullock bobbled it and was on the baseline.
Active hands by the Warrior defense, making it challenging. It looks like they actually are. Are they man-to-man or are they triangle 2 now? It looks like they're triangle 2 because they're letting Gavin just kind of be by himself. So the two White brothers having the starring defenders against them. And the other three just in this triangle defense as Marshall Gerber's trying to make them pay for it.
Oh, great tip by Max. Man, I'd love to see that one go down. That's second tip, Max. That's going to be Bluffton ball.
And this one definitely has a lot of passion going on with it.
Oh, I'm sorry on the missed call there. That's Woodland ball.
So I thought because was the
I thought they just got the last jump ball. That's why.
Was that Tasmanian Devil one, as you called, with Griffin? Was that in the third quarter though, and then they had the alternating possession for the fourth quarter?
Okay.
So Woodlan 33, Bluffton 32. Bullock trying to get to the rim, finding Friend. I believe that's Friend. No, that's not Friend. That is number 44, Griffin Clear. Yeah. Looks like probably last little break for some of these main rotation guys for Woodlan.
I know you don't want to get beat off the dribble here, but I almost want to be up on Bullock because he's not that he doesn't want to dribble, but when he does dribble, it doesn't look too confident. Boy. No, you cannot give that up.
And Tigers very fortunate that Bullock couldn't connect on that putback because it was a nice drive, a nice kind of putback there, but and offensive rebounds killing the Tigers.
Yep. They're in the first half was turnovers, and they clean that up. Gavin Greaser with an open drive.
Nice little high-low look there. I guess low-high look there from Declan to a diving Gavin. And that was an immediate find there, too.
Yeah.
And it looks like Brooks is getting ready to check back in. I would like to think that it may be his last time visiting the scores table. As Smith trying to get that one to the rim, out to Bullock. Smith, nice spin move in the paint. Can't get it to go, though. Rebound going to the hands of Marshall Gerber. As he's just going to push this one himself. He's going to...
Yeah, you got to call that one. Great job by Marshall there to initiate a lot of that.
And one of those where Marshall just a very aggressive guard, maybe undersized in a lot of ways, but he's not afraid by anybody. But he's also smart about it, too. Like, he doesn't every now and then he may find himself in a jam, but most of the time he's pretty clean driving in. Rare miss at the free throw line, though, for Marshall here in this RK Financial fourth quarter. For the best help with your 401ks, IRAs, college saving plans, retirement goals, estate planning, life insurance, and long-term care needs, call Randy Kistler with RK Financial at 589-3533. Marshall misses both free throws.
Declan ends up with it. Turning, better get it out of there.
What do you have free throws tonight? Because I feel like it's...
that was Bluffton's first attempts at the line. See if he has... I thought that might have been short. He'd been working all night to get open.
Friend,
man.
He struggled holding on to the passes a little bit tonight, but that time he's clear. And he's going to give the Warriors back the lead. And Coach Baker's going to take a timeout. We'll take it with them. Be back on Witness Media.
Since opening Miller Land Surveying in 2005, we've grown to not only service Adams County, but the entire Northeast Indiana region. Business growth has led us to expand with additional field crews, advanced technology, locations in both Monroe and Fort Wayne. Miller Land Surveying partners with various clients to aid in residential and commercial real estate transactions, development of schools, industrial parks, subdivisions, various commercial development projects, and more. At Miller Land Surveying, precision and professionalism is where we draw the line.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Witness Media. And John Harrell, for all the consistency that he kind of shows on his predictions, had the Tigers by 20, but the Warriors...
had another idea to it.
Yeah, they've held the lead for the majority of this contest. Bluffton taking it there in the third quarter, but back in the Warriors' hands, 35-34, 3.5 minutes to go here in regulation.
Yeah, in the situation Bluffton's in right now, that really hurts not having Max out there. Is Chase not really looking for the shot there?
And I think it was just one of those quick breathers.
Yeah.
And Tigers with their starting five, likely going to be their closing five as long as they can stay out of foul trouble.
Yep.
Bullock back out there to get that starring duty against Maddox. Coach Stiggle's going to take a timeout. And we'll take that timeout with them. Bluffton trails Woodlan by 1, 35-34 here on Witness Media.
Is where we draw the line.
When I wear Betsy's clothes, I feel confident. I feel like everything is very flattering. It's stylish, but yet modest. Her actual brand, those are my favorite clothes. Betsy stands out because her prices stay consistent. I like that she keeps her prices affordable, but I also like that it's trendy stuff too. So if you have an event coming up, you can always find something fun, something colorful, something different that not everybody else is gonna have.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Witness Media. 3:10 to go here in the RK Financial fourth quarter. Woodlan leads 35-34 on that Freedom Automotive Group scoreboard. Kind of a game that just different looks being thrown against the Tigers here tonight. I mean, they've kind of been in these close games throughout this season. What do you think they're going to have to do to come away with a victory here tonight?
Well, they've done a good job of limiting their turnovers here in the second half, but I would say box out and take advantage of the opportunities that Woodlan gives you, because as good as Woodlan has been at times on defense, there have been some gaps that Bluffton has been able to exploit. So taking advantage of those down the stretch and tightening the screws on blocking out, I think will get Bluffton in a good opportunity to win.
And Woodland still in this triangle and 2 defensive scheme here. In a very rare defense, but can be very effective because, again, teams aren't familiar with it.
Hit it.
But looks just like that are going to happen as Marshall Gerber takes the open space in the corner for 3. And that's the trade-off, though, if you're Coach Baker going to the triangle and 2, is you got to be aware even more than a typical zone. As Woodland now trailing by 2. As Brooks, he's been a strong player for Woodland tonight, but he can't get that one to fall in.
Here comes the press.
Yep, Coach Baker calling on up for Ashton Jackway to pick him up at half court, staying in the triangle defense, though.
Delagrange just poked that away from Greaser.
Delagrange finding Bullock at the basket, can't get it to fall.
Yeah, you go with that.
Coach Baker wanted the call, but again, it really do feel like it's been both ways.
Yeah,
maybe
that's not getting called tonight.
Yeah, the second quarter, a lot against the Tigers, but other than that, it's been pretty well just let them go.
Yeah.
And that foul is going to get called against Ashton Jackway. In a way, like, you kind of got to get these fouls tallied up now.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, at 5.
You almost about got Woodland on your heels right now, as they're going to be coming to try and take the ball away from you. So it'll be interesting to see what the refs actually end up sticking with here as we come down to it.
Yeah, so they're calling for those. Like, you got to go for the ball. Like, Smith there, no genuine effort at the ball, but he's also not being super aggressive with it either. So they're not going to call a flagrant there, but there's so many times where I feel like I see high schoolers, especially middle schoolers when I coach. They're just like, oh, hey, you want me to foul? Okay.
Yeah, and if you're losing too, the frustration kind of builds up to where it comes into the foul. And this is where you want to be poised. Last 90 seconds of the ball game. There we go.
Okay, so Woodland now, the next foul is going to send the Tigers to the line for 2. I wonder if they're just going to, at this point, are you looking for the intentional foul, or are you going to just increase the pressure?
I would just increase the pressure for the first 10, 15 seconds if I'm Woodland. Bluffton, unfortunately, at times like this, not necessarily down the stretch, but during stretches of the game, has not handled pressure really well. So, you still have a minute 15 left. Yeah, if you're Woodland, 10, 15 seconds, and then consider fouling.
Yeah, and I kind of thought that's what they were doing on that possession there for the 4th foul. I thought they were just going to be like, hey, play aggressively.
Yeah.
See if you can get a turnover. But instead, like, they call Smith and just get it.
Yeah.
So, minute 15, Coach Teagle does take a 30-second timeout, just, again, reassuring them, like, hey, we got to handle the pressure here. They're going to foul. They're going to be aggressive. Again, a minute 15, one-possession game. Woodland can afford a little bit of time to come off the clock, but you can't let too much slip away.
Yeah.
Especially as the Tigers, for the season, shooting very well from the free throw line.
Yes.
I think over 70%. 0 for 2 tonight. That's a risky pass, but no harm done. Tigers get it. Going to take a little bit of time off because they're not going to be looking for the foul that far away. Smith is going to get called for. That's going to be his third in a row, I believe. So.
Third in a row, and I think fourth in the game. No, it is his third.
So to send Marshall Gerber. He's been in this situation plenty of times. Missed the first 2 tonight, though, so seeing if he can kind of get back into the swing of things here.
The lone Tiger to make it to the free throw line tonight. Got it.
It just needs to be
under 2 minutes.
So Kistler coming in for the defensive presence for the Tigers, saving Max on the offensive side. I'm sure kind of vice versa for Woodlan. Not too sure who came in, but Bullock getting subbed out, which I do kind of see a lot of similarities between Bullock and Kistler.
Yeah.
Very athletic freshman, as Coach Baker's going to take a timeout. It's going to be a full timeout, so we'll take a quick break. Be back here shortly. Bluffton leads 39-35 here on Witness Media.
Steve Rich has been serving all of Adams County as a Good Neighbor State Farm agent from his office in Decatur since 1980. For all of your auto, home, life, and business insurance, Steve can show you what being a good neighbor is all about. Call or text Steve at 728-2933 or stop by his office at 230 South 2nd Street in Decatur from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. He can even meet you in the evening or on Saturday by appointment. All your insurance needs under one roof. To combine and save, talk with State Farm agent Steve Rich.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as the Bluffton Pep Band playing the final countdown. We got under a minute to go here in the Tiger Den, and we got quite the doozy here. 39-35 Bluffton. Most of this contest has been in favor of Woodlan, but Bluffton coming on strongly in the third quarter and just kind of flipping and flopping the score lead here in the fourth.
Woodlan in charge most of the night, but to really say they're in control, I don't know. Their lead was kind of built on a rough foundation, I think, and it finally let through here in this fourth as Bluffton's up by 4. Only scoring in the quarter for Woodlan is from Tyler Friend, who's got 3 in the quarter. But Delagrange, nothing. Brooks, nothing. They're main contributors tonight. As they go to Brooks, and he's going to turn it over here.
And
on-ball pressure there by Kistler.
Yeah, that's exactly why Kistler's in that game at that situation as it comes out. And Bullock comes in. Again, the offensive, defensive substitutions there.
Very, very similar as Kistler goes to the front of the bench, if you will, to possibly come back in on the next defensive play.
I honestly thought Maddox was going towards the
rim
there. Had a flashback to Mark Vanderkolk. Got to throw some shade at Big Bro. 2 games in a row, by the way, he attempted a shot.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but he realized it on the second game.
Was it varsity?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
He scored for Mississinawa.
They just give it to the closest guy to the back.
And I think the closest guy was at half court.
Hey, man, you can say you scored from half court there.
Yeah. Maddox does knock down the first free throw, but then, New Haven, he went back up and he just oh, no, and he just threw it off the rim.
Yeah.
But Maddox, knocks down them both.
Bluffton with the biggest lead for them tonight, 6.
Woodlan has the biggest lead of the contest. It was 26-16.
Yeah, early in that third quarter.
The second quarter. Maddox with the big steal. Getting it to Declan. Declan's going up strong. He can't get it to go, but it is going to be a foul against Colin Klepper. I think, in a way, I almost feel like just kind of seeing how that fast break was going to go and getting that foul called to protect Declan on that aggression. It's always those fast breaks are definitely something, especially when you attack the rim hard like Declan just did there. Like, you don't know how that contact's going to come at you.
Right.
No malicious intent there, but I know I've seen that before. Always hate when it happened. I know there was a guy from, I believe, Hamilton Heights when I was in school that suffered a big injury because of something along those lines. And Tigers, nice offensive rebound. Can't really complain about the clock ticking away a little bit more. And if you're going to miss a free throw late, may as well get the offensive rebound. So Tigers lead 42-35, looking like Declan has a chance to ice this one away as he knocks down that first one. don't want to miss this Keystone Cooperative postgame show. Kevin and I will talk a little bit about the contest, kind of preview the ACAC tournament as much as we can. And then Coach Teagle, I'm sure he'll have always a great interview with Coach Teagle. Tigers now lead by 9, 44-35. As the three by number 22, Art, is no good. He's going to try to get that rebound. Ends up with Declan Greaser. He doesn't need to get this one at the rim, but it's wide open. So may as well. 46-35, Bluffton. They call a technical foul
on Gavin. He must have said something to a player after the.
And as you said earlier, a very passionate game here tonight. And
I don't remember the last time I seen a technical foul called on a Bluffton boy.
No.
In the program speaking, I'm not saying they're not capable of getting that called, but
I saw one of the strangest technical foul calls a couple weeks ago watching Defiance College play at UNOH, and a UNOH player got a technical foul for yelling "and one." I don't think. Obviously, a foul was not called, so it couldn't have been an and one. I don't even know if he made the basket, so definitely not an and one. But, yeah, you got to control those emotions, even when you get excited. And this substitution, Max is coming in for Gavin. I do know that, as you say that, I do know I've seen Bluffton Tigers get technical fouls with Coach Teagle in these past 2.5 seasons because his rule of thumb is you get a technical foul, you're coming out.
Yeah. I figured, that happens. You're running in practice next game or next practice. You're gonna be running, buddy.
All right. So Coach Baker wanted to put together some late game scenarios here, so we're gonna take a quick timeout with them. Tigers lead 46-37 on Witness Media.
Building people's dreams for the past 19 years, Marquee Builders offers a complete design build experience. Whether you're looking to build a new home or just update your existing home, we offer a full range of construction services to Adams and the surrounding counties. If you need help visualizing your project, we have a full-time design staff that can work with you to create the look of your dreams. Big or small, the attention to detail and exceptional quality is what all of our customers have come to expect. Give us a call for your free consultation or stop in and visit us at our showroom in Berne.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Witness Media. Coach Baker still trying to draw some stuff up, maybe some Reggie Miller magic in the works for Woodlan.
He's got more than 8 seconds. He's got 10, so never know.
And I have Woodlan with just one timeout remaining, though, so it'd be very tough, especially since the clock doesn't stop in high school basketball on a made basket. So in all reality, Tigers probably don't even need to take the ball out. They can just let it get the 5-second violation. But good late game scenario here, seeing what the Warriors can put together. As it's inbounded to Brooks. I'm going to call the foul against Max White. Honestly, probably not the worst foul situation there. I mean, it takes off about a second or two and doesn't, I mean, it was going to stay Woodland ball anyway, so either way. Delagrange with at the top of the key. He's going to try to take that one left around Kistler. Can't get it to go. Brooks with a little bit of a putback, and it finds a way to fall in. 39-46. Bluffton Tigers come away with the victory. Moving to 3-0 in the ACAC. Woodland falls 0-3. We're going to take a quick break here on Witness Media. And then Kevin and I will be back for this Keystone Cooperative postgame show. We will name the Berne Witness Player of the Game. It's brought to you by FM Investments, Raymond James. Definitely going to have to talk about this one. Be back.
In a world worried about the next post, next purchase, next minute, what if we focus on the important over the fleeting? Invest in what lasts. With Everence, grow a fresh outlook to your financial future with financial services rooted in enduring values, faith and purpose, community and love, sharing and giving. Join Everence and make an impact.
We are Best One.
The best tires. The best customer service.
Since 1948, Best One has been delivering quality and dependable tires and full-service automotive care to our customers. Best One, selling tires, serving people. We are Best One.
Visit our store or bestoneofmonroe.com to shop tires, request an appointment, and more. See these? See us at Best One of Monroe. Selling tires, serving people.
At Southern Wells, we are dedicated to offering unique educational experiences.
Our exceptional career and technical education and College Core programs provide hands-on learning that prepares students for various careers in higher education and also instill a deep respect for hard work and innovation.
Collaboration between students and staff is at the heart of everything we do. Our family values guide us as we prepare our students to succeed beyond the classroom.
Welcome to Southern Wells, where people are empowered to become their personal best.
Do you know all of the services provided at Decatur Hardware and Rental? We're a U-Haul dealer. We fill grill tanks, test pool water, custom mix paint, cut keys, ship UPS packages, cut glass, rent tents, tables, and chairs, a trencher, skid loader, tractor, sod cutter, scaffolding, and so many more items. Hardware, plumbing, electrical, or paint. Decatur Hardware and Rental can make your project much easier to complete. Decatur Hardware and Rental, across from the Bungie plant, do it best.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Tiger Den here on Witness Media. Bluffton coming away with a nail-biter, 46-39 victory over a very competitive Woodlan Warrior squad. And Coach Baker putting together a great game plan to kind of try to spoil a strong start by the Tigers this season.
Very McBride-esque. It reminded me of that Norwell game where McBride threw a lot of different things Bluffton's way, but credit to Baker and a couple of those players really made life hard on some of the Bluffton offense, especially on freshman Maddox White. Something that he can take away from. I mean, like you say, kind of a compliment of being starred pretty much the whole game, but also something to learn from because that won't be the first and last time he'll have that treatment given to him.
No, I thought the defensive adjustment going from the box and one to the triangle too, just trying to throw a different curveball at the Tigers, but and it does open up more of the floor for those other three. For those other three players, and I mean that was a huge three by Marshall Gerber. To really seem to be like almost that like catalyst to secure. I mean, that was, as if I'm reading my notes right, because that looks like the only three in that stretch. Like that gave the Tigers the 37-35 lead. And then it was all Tigers, 46-35 before those late points there by Woodlan. So, I mean, that was the game changer.
That's something that Marshall needed to be looking to take that shot because earlier in the first half he had, I think, two good looks at a three, and he didn't make them. And as a shooter, sometimes, you already missed two. Maybe you're hesitant to take the third one, and the third one being the biggest one of the ball game there in the fourth for Marshall.
It was just absolutely pivotal, and he's someone who just late game situations has really stepped up big time for the Tigers. They missed those two free throws, hitting the two later to really start icing it for Bluffton. So, and great effort there by the Tigers to close this one out. It may not have been the prettiest one. I'm sure we're going to get Coach Teagle's true honest thoughts here shortly. But again, ACAC, you've been off for like 11 days. It's something where Tigers maybe just take that deep sigh of relief, get refocused for the ACAC tournament next week.
Yeah. You want me to go through some scoring?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, so for Woodlan, C.J. Bullock with 1. Keaton Delagrange with 5, rather uncharacteristic of him. Cooper Smith with 5. Tyler Friend with 5. Colin Klepper with 7. And leading Woodlan, Camden Brooks, the freshman, with 16 points.
Yeah, like you said, did not look like a freshman.
No, very poised. Moving on to Bluffton here. Max White with 2. Gavin Greaser with 4. Maddox White with 4. Griff Morgan with 4. Marshall Gerber with 10. And Declan Greaser leading all scorers with 22. And having a big third quarter there. He had 12 in that third quarter. So that was a huge bump and catalyst for Bluffton tonight as they scrapped and clawed for a nice win.
Yeah, and nice win it was indeed. And it may not have been exactly what they were looking for, but you get that win in the win column. And sometimes, I know Coach Teagle is a perfectionist when he's out there coaching and in practice, so you know that they're going to be working through some things. And you and I don't know if we necessarily talked about it during the pregame show, but you and I at least talked about it. This matchup against South Adams at the Stardome is going to be a tough one. And it was a game where you and I both even said on air, like, that one probably should have been in the Starfires.
Yeah.
So you know they're going to be eager to get that revenge and try to advance.
Yeah, and it's going to be rocking. I mean, you're going to have other schools there. It's going to be a good crowd. And, you know, it's just that time of year where, you know, you get kind of that March Madness type feel in a high school setting. So, yeah, you know, it's going to be a great environment. And South Adams is definitely going to look to want to avenge that loss against Bluffton here in this upcoming week.
Yeah, it does look like the girls will be the first game of the night. So the Bluffton Lady Tigers and South Adams Starfires girls will start at 6 p.m., and the boys will take over around 7:45. So we do got Coach Teagle here on this Keystone Cooperative Postgame Show. This postgame show is brought to you by the Keystone Monroe Energy Team in Monroe, Indiana. Stop by our office at 221 West 100 South Monroe or call us today at 260-692-6111 for any fuel, propane, or grease and oil needs. Coach Teagle, no, it was not the game that you were necessarily looking for in this one, but coming away with a 46-39 victory, got to take a little bit of a sigh of relief. That defensive pressure, that box and one, later triangle and two, like, caused a lot of fits offensively. So how do you think your guys adjusted to that pressure?
Well, first of all, I can't believe somebody's triangle and two and box and one. I thought that was a little bizarre, but you know, that we only had 2 points when they went to that, which I don't understand, you know, but it's good for us. We need to learn how to play against stuff like that. We've never worked against it because not in my wildest dreams would somebody box and one or triangle and two us. So I thought as we got more comfortable with it, we did a better job. Early in the first half, we weren't getting the runner screen who was being chased. So you always put the kid being chased as the runner so that your post guys can screen for him. Well, we weren't coming off the screens, Ty. We weren't screening his guy. We were just screening the guy standing there. We talked about that a little bit at halftime, so I thought we got a little bit better at that. But we didn't punch gaps enough off the zone. You know, they wanted to obviously take our post away from us, and so I thought Deck did a good job, though, stepping up in the third and fourth quarter, getting some scores, hit some big shots. Then Marshall, you know, those two are our captains. And tonight they showed why.
Yeah, I mean, that three by Marshall, that's the trade-off of the triangle and two, where you're going to have so much open space. And that three that gave you guys the lead, 37-35, and really propelled that run to seal this one for you.
Yeah, and my hat's off to them, especially number 4. I mean, he's just a freshman. He tore us up. He looked like a senior. Hit some threes, drove it. Great at staying low. We talked to the kids about that he's going to drive it, head fakes, try to get you up in the air, and then try to get the shot off. And, you know, we worked on it a little bit, but he did a great job. So, and my hat's off to Coach. I mean, triangle and two, box and one, had a young team confused for a while. So it was good to see that we got out of that little funk. But, you know, the last 2 games we've gotten down, and, you know, a couple years ago, I'm not sure how well we would have fought back. I mean, I think now we know that at any time you can go on a run, get 3 or 4 baskets in a row, get 3 or 4 stops. So don't like to play that way. You know, we'd rather play with the lead the whole time. But in the long run, it's probably good for us. You never know what you're going to see throughout the year.
Yeah, for sure. And then defensively, I know that triangle offense, one that Kevin and I are both very well familiar with, seemed to give you guys some fits, so much action, so much off-ball, on-ball screens in that first half. I mean, Klepper, Delagrange having big first halves, but then it seemed like maybe a halftime adjustment defensively or conversation where it seemed like, all right, like, here's how we can adjust on all these motions.
Yeah, I don't think so. We worked on that for two or 3 days, and we had it down. I thought we did a good job defending. I mean, they're trying to win the game too, so they made some plays, but, you know, it's easy stuff to defend. In fact, when I used to be at Jay County and Bluffton ran against us, I liked it because you're switching everything, so you're keeping everything in front of you. But you know, and they worked it pretty hard. Now that's the most they've stayed in it. typically they run some other 1-4 high action, a lot of 5 out, a lot of 4 out, 1 in with 21 in or 30. So, what they were trying to do is get mismatches, which Marshall especially because he's smaller as a guard. But I thought we did a pretty good job for the most part. They did score too many points around the basket in the first half. I think I had them for 10, maybe unofficially. So, that didn't bother me as much as our offensive movement and getting the ball to the high post and attacking, because no matter who we play or whatever they do, we want to try to dominate the post.
Yeah, and as we look ahead, the ACAC tournament next week is going to be at South Adams. And when you look at dominating the post, I mean, Declan's that go-to guy. And when you played them at home in their first game of the season, they held Declan to just 5 points. So what do you think the plan of attack is going to be going into what is really a tough place to play?
Well, they have improved so much. They were 3-5, I think, going into tonight playing Blackford. So, I think they were at Blackford tonight. But they've improved so much. That was their first game out of football when they played us. And I really felt like they had a chance to win that game. We just at the end found a way to get a little bit of a lead and then to shoot some free throws. But athletic-wise, they're probably a little more athletic than we are at every position. Their skills have really improved. And then the McKean kid shoots the 3 really well. We know Lehman can shoot the 3. He's a 3-level scorer, can take it off the bounce and drive it to the rim or the pull-up shot. But last time, like you're talking, the kids that hurt us, the Fields kid, he was a load inside for them. So Herring kid did a good job around the basket. We're just going to have to do a much better job defending their post.
Yeah, and I'm just trying to find the score of this Blackford-South Adams game. But, yeah, that inside look is going to be big. I think, in a way, like, your team has become a little bit more confident, especially, like, Gavin and Maddox and Max. So just excited to see, like, with that experience, a little bit more games and seeing how they can go toe-to-toe with South Adams.
Yeah, it gives us a chance because I'll be honest, we didn't think we played very well that game. Again, some of that's the credit to South Adams because they played well. But I thought there was a lot of things we didn't do well. If you remember, we turned the ball over 2 or 3 times by running into our own men and getting knocked down, and they got 2 or 3 layups in the third and fourth quarter where we just fell down or just got out of the play. So we got to keep them out of the paint. Same thing we're supposed to do tonight. Didn't do it well enough tonight, but we're going to have to do it much better on Tuesday. They got a nice team, and like you say, I think South Adams is a hard place to play. I don't know if it's because the shooting background's different than you're used to. It's a little darker in the gym, but you know what? The rim's still 10 foot in the air. The court's the same length and width, so you just got to go play basketball, and it's ACAC tournament. We talked to the kids early in the year. If you remember, we played Missinwa on Wednesday, and then we played on Friday and Saturday. I'm like, what a great preparation if you want to see if you can do it. Obviously, you got to get past the first game, but we've done that. We've played 3 games in a week, so we should have a feel for what's going to take energy-wise, but got to get by the first one to worry about that. So.
Yeah, that's for sure. But looking forward to bringing those ones to you guys here on Witness Media as well. Coach, again, as always, thank you for coming up here. And win's a win at sometimes in these games. I know you want to make it a little bit prettier sometimes, but 9 in a row is pretty solid.
Well, I'm proud of them that they won the game, but as a coach, the last 2 have not felt like wins at all. They have not felt good. So we'll go back drawing board Monday and try to get better.
All right, thank you, Coach.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
And that makes it 8 victories in a row for the Tigers, as they're now 8-2 on the season. Looking to have an opportunity to make it 9 in a row, again, at South Adams on January 13th. That is on Tuesday for the first round of the ACAC tournament. The winner will play the winner between Heritage and Adams Central. It'll be at the boys' winner, Heritage or Adams Central. It will follow the boys this season. So Kevin and Coach Teagle kind of talking a little bit about just those frustrations and those learning curves, like just roadblocks of going against such a unique defense. So, but lessons learned and adjustments made to kind of get that experience for seeing if anybody else runs that later on this year.
Yeah. No, you're thankful to come away with the win and the experience. Not that it's going to matter whether you won or lost a few years down the road, especially for a guy like Maddox White, who got kind of some special treatment here tonight from the defensive end on Woodlan. But, you definitely learn from it. You grow, and you try to limit your mistakes from this game moving forward.
Yeah, and as a big-time win for the ACAC as well, Bluffton and Jay County being the last two remaining undefeated teams in the conference. The Patriots knocked down the Flying Jets earlier tonight, and Bluffton staying at 3-0. So looking to be an interesting ACAC tournament next week, kind of see how the regular season standings shake out as well.
Yeah.
We got one final thing to do here on Witness Media's name that Berne Witness Player of the Game, sponsored by FM Investments, Raymond James. For investments, finances, or retirement planning, call 260-368-9939 to set up an appointment at FM Investments, Raymond James. Who do you think for tonight, Kevin?
Well, Declan Greaser. He hit that big shot at the end of the first quarter, big shot at the end of the third quarter, and had that big output in the third quarter of scoring 12 points. Finishing with 22 points. Without his efforts tonight, Bluffton would be probably in the L column and looking at a bigger gap than some of the things they needed to work on. So, yeah, definitely Declan Greaser earned that one tonight.
Yeah, I fully agree. I think Marshall Gerber definitely a candidate there. I thought he had some big plays late in the contest, but yeah, that consistency, that kind of reliability, and the explosion of that third quarter. I mean, I'm just looking at my running tally. I mean, he's just such a consistent presence there in the third.
Those 2-point baskets, those were tough baskets that he made most of the game, but in that third quarter especially. The stakes are a little higher as at one point I thought it was down, they were down by 10 almost in that third, but yeah, I mean, those are tough buckets that you get, and, the ref's not calling much tonight on Bluffton's end, but shout out to Declan Greaser. That was a great performance.
Yeah, great performance indeed, and again, that next time that we'll be seeing you guys will be on Tuesday. It'll be from the Starfire Stardome as the Bluffton Lady Tigers will get things started in the ACAC tournament, followed by the guys later that evening. So we'll be bringing that to you on Witness Media, of course, for Joel Patrick up on camera, Kevin Mosier on color, and everybody else making this stream work. I'm Mike Vanderkolk. Thank you all for joining us.
Good night.